Hey, Real Talk Podcast. Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts. And you know you tuned in to another episode of a Real Talk Podcast, pre-recorded situation. First things first, all praises be to the Most High. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, and of course share it on your social engineering. And I'm going to start this off by saying, rest in the essence to Brandon GILLIAM. Rest in presence to you, young brother. It's a tragic story in my city today, last night, like late last night, early this morning. Brandon GILLIAM, 28, father of 5, was brutally murdered today, right? And his girl, his wife, I think, but his girl, his mother of his children, she was wounded in the process in a home invasion. This is a very tragic story because not only did this young brother lose his life, not only did this girl get shot, but this all happened in front of all 5 of their children. Now, I couldn't imagine just being, and all these children, far from what I've seen or what I've read in the newspapers, they're all like 12 and under. So just imagine being a kid, man, and it's late night, probably getting sleep, getting ready to go school to board. And just imagine waking up to gunshots and then going to see your dad lay dead on the floor and your mom shot. You understand what I'm saying, man? This marks about the 100 and something killing in Columbus already this year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's that high, but it's a lot. It's up there right now. It's up there, like the 30th or whatever, some number like that. And I just think this is very sad, man. And this is what I'm be talking about when I be talking about the LSD is working in the streets. This is what I mean when I say, you know what I'm saying, things are made to happen. You know what I mean? When I'm talking about made to happen, I'm talking about the societal situation that's going on that cause things like this to happen, right? You know what I'm saying? This is very, very sad, and it's very traumatic for those children. My heart goes out to the children. Like I said, I'm sad the young brother lost his life. You know, I'm sad that the mother got wounded, but she's okay. She's still alive. But all of this transpired in front of those children. I believe 2 of the children were sitting in the front room with them when these guys came in the house. Now, this is the crazy part about it, right? These guys run up in the house, kill the young brother, shoot his girl all in front of the kids, and they get clean away with it. There's no trace of evidence, allegedly, no descriptions, no nothing, no fingerprints, no nothing. You know, the street where they live on, I'm very familiar with. That's where they're up north off of Cleveland Avenue, right before you get to 161, Laurelwood over there by, Kinder Care and all that stuff, man. I know exactly where that's at. You know what I mean? And, I just think it's very sad, but I want to point something out to y'all that I always talk about. HR 1955, the Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorist Prevention Act 2007. What does that have to do with this, right? Acts of violence like this could be used as a tool to bring and shine light on the violent radicalization and ideologically based violence. So many layers to it, right? Now, the reason why I say stuff like this is because they got these unknown assailants that can just run up in people's houses and shoot them and kill them for whatever reason. I'm not going to speculate because none of the articles got into detail because nobody knows anything. But I can almost guarantee you if some guys run up in your house maxed up. I guarantee you it's a drug-involved situation. I know, I'm from the streets. It's to sell drugs a lot, made me a nice little bit of money, went to prison for it and everything. I'm telling you right now, guys don't run up in your house masked up and you're a working guy. They just don't do that. Only way some guys will run up in your house like that is they know you got something up in there, and what you got up in there is probably very illegal, like drugs, money, and or both. And for them to come at you like that with violent force, we also know that you probably more than likely is a guy who they didn't think was going to give it up, right? You know what I'm talking about? I mean, somebody coming around, they're gonna probably have some, they're gonna have some Roscoes, just to, make the situation go smoother though. But, it's a very sad situation. I'm gonna just say, I don't know the intricacy of this case. I don't know if that is what it is. I don't know if it's drug related for a fact, but what I'm going to tell you from my experience being in the streets, guys don't run up in working men's homes masked up. They don't do that. That doesn't happen to men who go to work every day, working a 9 to 5. I don't care how much money they make at the job. I got friends who make very good money at their job, and nobody's running up in their houses masked up to rob them. These people don't keep cash, right? So, that's not me putting 100 on 10 or speculating. That's just me speaking from my experience in the streets. And I'm pretty sure that's what the situation is with here. Although I could be wrong, but I very much so doubt it. And when I'm talking about HR 1955, I'm saying because this can be known as violent radicalization, ideologically based violence. This is spreading fear and intimidation in the neighborhoods. This is the type of stories that can lead to situations where they involve, surveillance in the neighborhood. This is what we're talking about. We needing smart homes, and now we're going to be needing surveillance. Right? Think about what I'm saying right now, y'all, man. It's becoming so violent that we're going to need to have cameras in neighborhoods, right? Not to keep the neighborhood safe, but just so we can, under the guise of keeping the neighborhood safe, spy on y'all. And it's sad that people have to lose their lives in order for these type of things to be implemented, right? You know what I'm talking about? And when it comes to a situation like this, it may seem like it's random, but when you think about all the things going on in our society that contribute to things like that happening, rest in the essence to Brendan Gilliam, right? But I want y'all to over, inner, outer, extra stand what I'm talking about, right? How an incident like this happening was made to happen, not specifically, but in general, and the domino effect fallout from stuff like this is happening leads to stuff that relates to HR 1955. And I want y'all to start thinking about stuff like this critically. Not so much as a conspiracy theory, but I'm just saying connect the dots. Connect the dots on how stuff like this happening is going to lead to stuff like what y'all hear me talking about coming into play, right? And through the manipulation of everything in our society and the way it's set up, it creates the environment for things like this to happen. So, this is just up to you to use your critical thinking to connect the dots to see how all of this stuff fits together. And it's sad that, these children have to grow up without their father. They have to grow up with the memory of seeing their father shot to death. This leads to, mental health situations in the community, right? This is for sure going to be some generational epigenetic trauma for the children and the mother who was shot. I want y'all to understand the residual effects of things like this happening and how a lot of things y'all hear me and other people talk about, right? Shout out to the homie George Macon, man. Shout out to that brother, man. I want y'all to see how all of this stuff fits together, right? Y'all tap in with me, man. Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, smash that like button, and of course, share this on your sense of endearment. We gotta stop this violence, man. Seriously, y'all. This is meanness. And then I just got the text not too long ago that it was a shooting on the freeway right here on 70 East. This is literally like a 5-minute walk away from where I live. So, you know, I want y'all to understand. I hear the sirens right now. And I want y'all to understand how everything in our society is being perpetuated and made to be like how it is, and what that means. Robot police, surveillance in all the neighborhoods, right? I want y'all to see where this stuff is going, man, to be able to connect them dots, man. Get back at me. Y'all know I'll be back with some more content. Hey.
Stacks with the facts. E&E. Stimulus package. Let's go. I'm from that nutty north. Agla Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, West End of Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Agla Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, West End of Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. What you fuck niggas know about the north side? North side till I die, got a lot of pride. P Street where I saw my first homicide. So if you working at the Dutchess for $1.05. What you fuck niggas know about Big City? Town Cone, get a slushy for $1.50. Men use egg rolls, best in the city. Big Daddies had the freshest gear in the city. Stacks with the facts, ain't nobody fucking with me. Grown folks was a pop club in the city. Philly Grill had the best drinks in the city. Chef place closed down cause they drinks was shitty. Got love for the east side, love for the south side. Got love for the west side too. But I'm from up north where we get money and slide through your hood like it's a drive-through. Walk through your hood, not just drive through. Any hood I'm good, I'm that fly dude. All these bitches wanna kick it like Ryu. In my DM, kissy face, hi boo. If you from up north, rep that shit. Say it real loud with your chest, nigga. No NBA, no EA Sports, but I still ball on the best that nutty north. Agla Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, West End of Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Agla Green, Cleveland, and have number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, West End of Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Brooklyn Mall was the best one we ever had. That's where I caught the patent leather Jordan Lemons at. That's where I caught my first herringbone chain at. That's where I saw my first stone of cocaine at. Give me a beat, I'm a propane at. Mifflin Middle's where I learned to spit flames at. P Street where I really sold cane at. One of the reasons why the street is really named that. Straight facts, I ain't never gotta lie to ya. North side pride, gotta keep it live for ya. My Crip niggas dark blue like they play for Hoyas. My blood niggas down moon like the Monster Wars. Can't forget about Genesee Avenue. That's where a nigga made dividends revenue. Murder Street, Miss Enos Jerk Barbecue. Island Vibes, Windsor and Cleveland Avenue. Caddy Corner, across the street, Tom's Corner Store. Just one thing, Windsor Terrace famous for. Can't forget about D&J's 4th and 8th. Agent's crib cooking up 4 ways and 8. On my north side niggas, yeah, we really great. Name a better side of town, I sit and wait. All y'all other side of towns, y'all went away. All y'all other side of towns, y'all went away. Nutty North, Agla Green, Cleveland, having number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce and the Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons. Nutty North, Agla Green, Cleveland, having number streets. Windsor Terrace, Short North. All my north siders ride with me. Brittany Hill, South Mott, New Jack, Joyce and the Noon. Can't forget about P Street and L Block 2, cause they some goons.